So you're a hockey fan, and like every serious hockey fan, you know that your team is going to have its share of ups and downs. But let's be honest, if it was you running a team, you could do better, couldn't you? The bad trades, the draft mistakes, all of that stuff wouldn't happen if you were in charge. Well, here's your chance. Introducing Franchise Hockey Manager, the new sports management game from Out of the Park Developments. You can take over one of hundreds of teams in dozens of leagues around the world, from the very top levels down to small regional leagues. And once you take over, you're running the show. Scout players, sign them, trade them, train them, and cut them loose when they don't get the job done. Mind you, the players might have plans of their own. When that young superstar you signed to a cheap contract decides it's time to cash in, you'll have to find the money for him. Or a Russian billionaire will only be too happy to steal him away from you. Of course, it wasn't always that way. If you long for the good old days where 6 teams controlled the best players in the world, you can revisit them in historical mode. There you can start in any year from 1947 to the present. Relive the dynasty years if you're a Montreal or Edmonton fan. Or if you like Toronto or Vancouver, avoid the disasters of the 1980s. But no matter when and where you begin, the big prize is the same. You play for months, and then the real season begins. In the playoffs, you find out if your team really is championship material. Does your carefully assembled squad fold up when the going gets tough? Or do they take their game to another level? If you didn't win, it's time to start planning for next season. The draft's coming up, and there's a bunch of new kids ready to take over from those guys who couldn't get it done last year. And if you're willing to spend the money, you can sign a few free agents. Just don't expect them to come cheaply. And after all that trading, signing, and drafting, it's time for another year to start. This time you got it all figured out, right? No way you can lose. Well, at least until opening night when your star center doesn't see the opposing defenseman coming and... But that's all part of the challenge. It wouldn't be hockey if it was easy, right? Franchise Hockey Manager, the ultimate hockey management challenge. Available for PC and Mac, play it this fall.